And then I'd go spend 2 years trying to figure out how to get people to want to eat healthy food by doing ethnographies and sitting in their kitchens or going and doing focus groups and coming up with different concepts to them to try out. And in that space, when people say like, hey, 94% of new businesses fail, they're talking about grocery because it's so expensive. Like even just to create the space on the shelf for your product is 850,000 at the time. So like before you
Wow.
even flipped on the machines, you spent 900K. And so we did that, and we did a ton of like, again, I was looking through that one way glass, watching and understanding largely how do you build something that makes people want to buy. And it's a really hard thing to ultimately predict, but you got to understand how they made buying decisions, right? And when we would do that, there was a ton of data available, and we would still hear a bunch of stuff from like a lot of the executives from ours and other companies that would say stuff where I'm just like, man, even when you get to like multi-billion-dollar companies, they're still making a ton of decisions just kind of based on gut, where they're just like,
Yep.
again, we had tons of data and they'd go, Dan, I feel like people want to eat healthy food. By the way, that's the reason we created frozen Greek yogurt in the first place. Literally some guy in an executive suite just said that one day. And that was my two
Yeah.
years. Um, so I got to do that stuff, and I found out like just my complaint at the time was just, man, a ton of this data is out here. We don't have to guess.